Okay.
So, Professor Lee, so nice to have you here in Nanjing, and wonderful to have your piece, Night Returns, performed in the opening ceremony of the 12th China-ASEAN Music Festival. Would you like to say something about yourself? I mean, where are you from? Where do you work?
Yeah. First of all, it was very nice to be here, and thanks for inviting me to the Nanning. I had a really excellent time here in Nanning. My name is Kang-Gyu Lee. I'm a composer, and I'm a professor at Sangmyeong University in Seoul. I was born in Busan, Korea, and then during my high school year, I went to the United States to study, and then after about 20 years, I went back to Korea, and I'm still in Korea, in Seoul, Korea, and yeah, working as a professor, teaching students, and writing music as a composer. Yeah.
And your piece, Night Returns, was performed here and set as a premiere of the piece.
Right.
And could you tell something about the piece?
Sure. Night Return is originally written for 7 instruments. So that's
Strings?
Strings and winds and piano. This is one of the first pieces I wrote after coming back to Korea from the United States. As the title says, it has to do with the night. It's
A day and night, not the other like warrior.
right. Night, evening. So,
Evening, yeah.
Right, night. So I have this idea of writing about night because at the time, I was working really hard, like teaching schools and writing music like until very late. So I go outside and it'd be obviously like after midnight.
Wow.
And I kind of walk around. I thought about writing music about night. Actually, this theme is very popular for many composers, like Chopin nocturnes and
Like Schoenberg,
Right.
Transfiguration,
Sure.
Night.
Sure, yeah. So it's a very popular theme. So but I never done it. So I thought it was a great idea to write a piece for it. And also at the time, I was interested in dealing with a material that is very opposite. So like in the Night Return, the main section of the piece is in two parts, and they are extremely different. So it almost seems like it's unrelated.
I can sense the contrast in the piece.
Right, it's very contrasting. That was kind of one of the interests that I had at the time when I see something that I want to be inspired for writing music. But then I have tendency to see things in two different sides, and kind
Like
of
yin and yang,
right,
like
exactly.
your flag, national
Right,
flag.
Right. So it's about night, and night can be, it's fearful, scary, dark, but also it's a time also like we take rest, sleep. So it's kind of like comfortable. So it's the two are very in the opposite emotions and feelings. So that's reflected in the piece.
So the first piece for 7 instruments, when was it written?
It was in 2012. Yes, that's the year that I came back to Korea. It was one of the first pieces written.
And why did you choose to re-orchestrate the piece to make it to be performed by a full orchestra this time?
Well, because I always thought that the piece had the potential to be an orchestra piece. The music had a kind of a quality that can be written with many different textures and many different lines, voicings, counterpoints. It had many of those qualities that I like to add in an orchestra piece. So that's one of the main reasons why I chose that music.
Yeah.
And another one was I was contacted by the festival about 3 months before the festival. Original plan was not orchestra piece for the chamber piece, But then one of the organizers asked me to send the orchestra piece.
Oh wow!
So I had to like work really quickly, and I had this idea for the piece to re-orchestrate as an orchestra piece. I had that idea for a long time. So, so this was the perfect opportunity for me to do it. Yeah.
How long did it take for you to finish the re-orchestration?
Say about 2 months. It worked very hard. Yeah, and because it kind of became a different piece actually compared to the chamber music version, because I added some the extensive parts so that it will fit more like a orchestra piece. So actually, about orchestra piece is about 3 minutes longer than the chamber piece.
This exactly reminds me of Arnold Schoenberg's Verkleid Nacht, the Transfiguration of Night, because that used to be, that is a string chamber music piece for strings, and then it was reorchestrated to be a full orchestra piece, and that was, the music was really overwhelming. I mean, your piece also impressed me as very overwhelming and very powerful in its musical language, and it was premiered that night during the opening ceremony. How did you enjoy the performance of your music?
Oh, very much, very much. I think it was more meaningful because it was performed by very young, talented musicians.
Could you introduce something about the working process with the conductor?
I couldn't be here earlier than a day of premiere, so I met him in the morning at the dress rehearsal, and he had to rehearse like other pieces too. So, but in the morning it was kind of chaos because the hall wasn't ready. They have to put the sign up and everything.
It's quite an intense day.
Yeah, so like we had to wait like 2-3 hours. It's supposed to start at 10 o'clock, but actually it started like about noon. Something like that. So it wasn't really. It was kind of shaky. I was like, I wasn't really sure like how it was gonna go. But then when he started to play my piece, he was almost ready. Almost ready. I pointed out just a few things that I wanted to change, and he took all my words and he changed it instantly. The result was just instant. So I think he has a very good control of the orchestra. Yeah, he was very effective.
Yeah. So the maestro is really very professional, and he knows what he's doing.
Right. Right. And I had a great time working with him, and I had a great time working with the young musicians, the orchestra.
Yeah. Great. Today is the final day of the festival. What's your overall experience of the festival so far?
I have to say, one of the best week of my life as a
I'm so glad to hear
musician.
that.
Yeah, and not only because my piece was premiered here, but also like listen to all different kinds of music, and find really good pieces, and performed by excellent performers, and get to know those composers and musicians, and making friends, and doing an interview with you, and
lectures.
It has been just complete package. It's everything a music festival can afford, and it's all here and with a very good quality and standard.
I'm so glad you enjoy the festival, and that you are impressed and enjoy the city, also the music here, also enjoy making friends. And we too, I mean, we're honored to have you here, and also I'm glad that you accepted the interview at such a short notice. And thank you, and enjoy your stay, and I wish you a safe trip back home tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay.